Alright, and we are back for another episode of Duel Masochist. In fact, for the second time trying to record this, because the last time my internet decided to go on vacation, which makes recording something like Master Duel pretty difficult. Unless you want to see me do solo mode. Actually, even then it wouldn't work. Yeah, so we are in the deck. It has changed quite a bit. Because we pulled Big Gabonga, which is one of my favorite cards, so I put it in the deck and tried to build something that accommodates the card while also still, having other options. To that end, I basically removed all synchros, which we rarely really summoned, and replaced them with Xyz cards. So yeah, let's get over this real quick. We still have our Eschatos or our Nemesis package, including Umbrella. Umbrella is a 3, which is pretty useful. Re-added have been the Marauding Captains, both of them. They are level 3, which is pretty good. They and one other 3 are just one of our Xyz cards, of course. Then Takatombok has made the deck, together with Nyan Nyan. We can summon Nyan Nyan, special summon Takatombok, make a 3, and then if you can detach Nyan Nyan and summon another 3, we can get Nyan Nyan back. Basically, I tried to put in 3s that we can special summon that help us get into Xyz monsters. However, we don't have that many 3s that I like to play. So obviously we also have a bunch of 4s. But we also have 2 more Goblin Bikers. We have Plat, which is very important. Very important. It's a very good card. We can recycle our other Goblin card, including Big Gabonga, while also detaching with it. That means Admin Merciless, which can then special summon a Goblin monster from our hand. But having Plat also means that even having Mean Merciless and Plat, I don't necessarily want to use those 2 to make Big Gabonga, because I cannot detach from Big Gabonga on its own. And then I wouldn't be able to get Plat in the graveyard from that unless Gabonga gets destroyed. Wind Up Juggler still in the deck, so is Sleeper and our 2 Spirals. And Holstills is also still in the deck. It is a level 4. We can summon Takatombok from it. It's a wind. It's not the best card we have, and this is probably what I will replace, because I did remove Red Eye Dice, which I would have normally summoned with this. But it does allow us to get more bodies on the field, though, of course, Takatombok could be special summoned on its own. Then a new addition to the deck are our Zodiac cards. We don't have that many. We have Whiptail and Cattle Roost for the main deck. These are basically mainly to get into our Zodiac Xyz cards. Sorry. I just woke up. I'm still very tired, but I need to record this. Our Zodiac Xyz cards being Checker 9 and Tiger Mortar. We also have Hammer Kong. But given the fact that we are not using the Zodiacs technically to get into anything really Zodiac related, I cut Hammer Kong because it didn't do anything for us specifically in this case, other than giving more materials to our other Zodiac Xyz cards. The one we do want to have is Tiger Mortar, and I will talk about that in a little bit. Otherwise we have Cattle Roost and Whiptail. And obviously, after that, it's still the same cards. Shatana, Long One, Vishuddha, Gadala to out something that we otherwise maybe can't out. And our 2 Eschatos to have more chances of grabbing it. After that, the spells and traps are essentially the same. It's just the best we have to stop our opponent from doing stuff. Or give us a little advantage. And emergence, of course. For the extra deck, the only synchro left is Yixing long one. I don't know. Sorry for pronouncing that weird. And our XZs, which is pretty much one of the most important parts, is first of all we have Shadow Lich. Now Shadow Lich is in the deck because it is a 3, and it's one of the few cards that allows us to detach on our opponent's turn, which I think is quite important. Then our second 3 is Dante, which has several applications. First of all, we can of course summon it with our 3s. Especially if Big Bong on the field already. We can also mill to get cards in the graveyard for Eschatos. And it is also just a wall, or we can attack with it for 2500. The Burning Abyss stuff is obviously not really relevant. Then, Big Bonga, the card we pulled last episode, which one of my favorite cards ever. If we detach anything from an Xyz monster on the field, not even from our own, we can target a face-up card or face-up monster on the field and attach it to this card, including our opponent's cards, which is one of the best types of removal in my opinion. But the only drawback that this targets, so some monsters will just be unaffected. And we can also then, well, if you summon, we can search a goblin. We can search a goblin, and then at the end phase we can attach a goblin from our deck. We only have the two goblins, the 2 goblin bikers I talked about, and I'm not putting in Loyal Goblin and Black Ops because that seems a little strange, even though we can search and attach them with goblin bikers. Then of course Cowboy, and like I said, Tiger Mortar and Check and 9. Check and 9 basically just because I have extra material on Tiger Mortar, and Tiger Mortar is in the deck because once per turn I can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, then target 1 Xyz monster you control, which in that case would most likely be our Goblin Biker Big Bonga, or even Utopia Lightning might be relevant. And 1 Zootic monster in my graveyard, which is whatever we detach from Tiger Mortar, ideally, and then attach it to that Xyz card. Now, why do I want to attach stuff to Big Bonga? Well, the Zodiac cards have effects when they attach to Beast Warriors, and Big Bonga is in fact a Beast Warrior. Most importantly is Cataroost, because if our opponent activates a monster effect that targets Big Bonga, we could negate it. Now this is obviously rather niche, but you know, it might come up. And the Whiptail effect is that if Big Bonga would destroy a monster while this is attached to it, we can banish that monster, which is actually pretty useful unless we play Malice, but we are not winning against Malice anyway unless they brick super hard. Then basically the standard Utopia Rising, Phobos Kovos, and Utopia the Lightning. Utopia Lightning to just out something, same with Phobos Kovos. Even though this guy has never done anything, it's still a good card. We just never get to really use it. For the links, we have Monk, just to utilize Vishura and Shatana. Reaper, and one card I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep it in is Ahashima. Ahashima is just, you know, we can summon 2 monsters or get 2 monsters on the field, same level, summon this, make an Xyz, and then use the Xyz effect and also destroy a spell and trap card and have an extra body on board if we need to. The drawback is we cannot use this as link material, so we cannot get rid of it. So it might actually be detrimental to us, but I put it in because it is technically Xyz support and we can, you know, try it out. And then, of course, Pit Knight early and Triple Burst Dragon. Yeah, that's the deck for now. I tried to not spend too much time with it because I kind of talked about all of this before, and then I couldn't keep the foot. Well, I could keep the foot. It doesn't matter. Let's get into the duels, and let's hope I win some. See you in the duel. Alright, we are going first again. This, considering the deck, this might actually be a bot, but not necessarily. Over there could... Okay. Alright. This was in fact a bot using the new selection pack. They just got a lot of extra deck cards, I assume. That makes bot pack number 4. One more and we can open those packs. Next duel. Alright, we are going second. However, we did draw Raigeki on our opening hand, which is pretty good. We go second. And it's drag. Well, I mean, I'm not really surprised that it's dragons. Really? Well, don't mind if I do then. It doesn't really matter. Well, if it's dragons, let's see what happens. I mean, we know they have dragons, but let's see if they can do something now. Sometimes they can. Okay. I don't think that removes the Eschatos lingering effect, does it? Destroy the normal summon. They get a Primate card, but that... What? That's not the best. We cannot... We literally cannot play a monster. Yeah, we often draw a lot of spells and traps, even though we have more monsters in the deck. It's almost even. But in total, we do have more monsters. Problem is, of course, that only drawing spells and traps doesn't really do much for us. Ah, they conceded because of lose one turn. Let's go. Yeah, that's what happens when they literally only special summon. I guess they didn't want to deal with lose one turn, even though I really couldn't do anything else. Well, that is a win in my book. So let's open a pack. And here we go, the first pack of this episode. After they conceded from me floodgating them. Which, I mean, fair. Goki Destroy Ogre. It wants a couple. Okay. You cannot special summon from the select Goki monsters. Special. Within your non-linked Goki monsters from your graveyard. Interesting. Yeah, if we get more Gokis, like if we get a lot of Gokis, I mean. Oh wait, Materia Actor Exaraptor. This is an Xyz card, I know that. Well, it's an effect monster, but the archetype is Xyz. Discard one card, add one level 3 normal monster from your deck to your hand, except the discarded card, then you can summon this card. Okay, that is actually relevant if... Okay, this might actually be relevant for the rank 3 strategy. We do not have that many rank 3s right now, which is a little annoying. Another Orbital Hydrolander, that's fun, I guess. I haven't put it in the deck, the one I have, because we rarely get to the part where I have all the monsters required, and I do have some duplicates at this point. But yeah, Exaraptor might actually come up at some point. I would have to look what normal 3s I have that I can use, even if I even have any that are I'm allowed to use. Because the only from the top of my head is the World Chalice guy, but that's from one of the starter decks. So, yeah, we'll see. But the Exoraptor might be good for the future. It is rank 3 support. And Goki Destroy Ogre, I mean, if we get a lot of Goki cards, we have a few spell and traps from that archetype, I think. And we have a few warrior support cards as well. Yeah, let's get into the next duel. Alright, Frenos, we might be able to open 5 packs in just a moment. We'll find out together. Alright, it was in fact the bot, and they really got confused again and let the time run out, so I was sitting here for a little bit. Yeah, but this is bot pack number 5, which means we are now going to open 5 packs, and I've been waiting for this. I am very excited to pull nothing from that, but we'll see. So I'll see you in the packs. Alright, here we are in the packs. We endured 5 annoying bot duels. One of them ran out of time. Awful. So let's start with pack number 1. So keep track, we were at 3,400 gems, so I don't accidentally get too many or too little. Another bio-insect armor. Oh, a Sword Soul trap card. And this card makes me uncomfortable. Nothing in this pack. Pack number 2. Oh, okay. There might be something interesting in here. What we get? A Biscuit, a Bujingi card, Galaxy, another Bujingi card. FA Circuit. Wow, the pack lighters. Abyss Steam, though. Different monster types among the monsters you control that are fish seeds also. That's actually not too bad. Interesting. But yeah, the Bujingi card's obviously not really useful. We're not playing that deck. Reptile FA. Deck number 3. A Naturia card. Gladiator Beast. Oh, Grand Mole. Another Gladiator Beast. Earth Climatic Mister. What is this? It's a rocket card. Oh, Boreal card. But yeah, Grand Mole is technically nice, but well, it's a 3. But we are not going to use that. So nothing in this pick either. Number 4. Other Magic Spectre card. Allumirage. All monsters in the field lose attack equal to their own level, which also includes this one. It's a little rough. Diplos, a Dragoonity Oubliette, and Red Familiar. You contribute on 3 monsters, target 1 Dark Dragon Circle monster in your grave. Okay, we're not going to use that. So this is also nothing. Wow, that's rough. And the last pack from our bot duels. Well, that was sad. Sylvan, World Legacy, Wordlands, Magician Girl, Sasuke. Oh, wow, really? Batteryman, AA, Toto, and Dododo Swordsman. Wow, that's awful. If you control a monster, all monsters you control Psychic, and over monster you can special this card without tributing. If this card is in your graveyard, you can discard one Psychic over monster special summon. This card is a tuner. If banish one is field as first, you can also summon. Yeah, that's not really useful. This pack is also not very good. Having 2 of the Fruit Magician Girls is nice, but we can't really do anything with them. Another Dododo card. When this is flip summoned, wait, when this flip summoned card is faced on the field against 3,500 attack. Oh, that's 0. Weird. Yeah, nothing actually, even in this pack. So 5 packs, we didn't really get anything I want to use. We have like 2 cards that might be decent at some point, but nothing really that's good now. Unfortunate. But there were bot duels, so, you know, let's just continue and go into the next one. Alright. Again, we draw our traps going second. I love that for us. A non-extra deck hard deck. That's not necessarily a good sign. Usually it's the opposite of that. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be... Yes, might be... I don't like that. Well, at least, I mean, it can't be... Oh my god, really? That is... Every time they have this Pot of Greed made, it's some garbage. Annoying deck. I hate it. Well, I mean, this doesn't do anything. They don't really have any monsters after all. Mm-hmm. Well, then something. Okay, you are not useful right now. And now we have a second monster. Its effects are negated. You're not getting to draw with this card. So is this... Yeah. Is this like a Bamboo Sword Exodia deck? Because... Hell nah, man. Anyway, we won that. Thankfully, they didn't draw into Magical Library or something earlier to trigger all their effects. That was really annoying. Well, it wasn't annoying in the sense that this duel specifically was pretty easy because they kinda didn't do anything because they didn't get Magical Library, and then once they did, I could negate it. Which is good, because otherwise we would have probably been sitting here losing to some dumb, unaffected monster or something. Anyway, let's over the pack. And here is the mass pack, and we got a UR Glow, we got a Pride pack. However, that doesn't mean anything. We know that very well. Doesn't mean anything. Could even be not a UR in here. Okay, I mean SR, but yeah, we have a guaranteed UR in here. Light Samaria, Ling Ling. What is this? It's a 3. Once per turn, you can target one face monster you control, equip this card to their target, or unequip this card and special summon it. The original card of the monster equipped, this becomes 1000. You can make a second tag, also so a battle card. Okay, so this, oh yeah, it's literally just a union. It's literally a level 3 that has the union effect. And then this. Interesting. Scrap Goblin, which is also a 3. Cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of battle phase of card is targeted for an attack. Destroy this card. If this card is destroyed by the... Okay. We don't... Well, we might have scraps. What did they do to our danger boy? If it's special, all special summon monsters on the field to face on defense position. Well, can't do that with link monsters, I guess. Nexus. This is one of those cards that you never see played. You can target 4 fusions, synchronicities, and link in graveyard. Special summons from your hand if you banish them. It's sort of the damage step if this card builds a special monster destroy up. Okay. I mean, it's technically not bad, but like in a sealed context, because this can also use opponent's graveyard cards to summon itself, but I don't know about that, dude. This is a UR. Why? From a hand or graveyard also you cannot summon. This is not going to be of any use. We have a few Dark Fusion monsters. We do have... We even have one of the Earthbound Fusions, but we can only summon Dark Fusion monsters. And we need a field spell. No. Unfortunately, that is probably one of those URs that we technically can use, but will not. And this is just Shadow. Okay. Well, unfortunate. But this pack's pretty much non-existent for us. Let's just get into the next duel. Alright, okay. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I guess I'm not doing that. Let me have this. Come on. I don't know if I want to make bigger bonga though, because I would have Cletosploded attack. I guess they thought I was actually playing Sword Soul, and decided to surrender because it's not worth it. Cool. Let's open a pack. Easy. And here we go. SR Glow. What could go wrong? Also, this is the second time this episode that our opponents surrendered after we activated a singular card. Do we? Okay. I was about to say, do we even get a new card? I guess not. Oh, another Biscale card. That's pretty neat. A 3 that we are not going to use, and Gem Knight Emerald, which we are also not going to use. Unfortunately, another pack that is pretty much nothing. Yeah. Well, I'll try to get one more pack and see, maybe that one will have a better card. A Heart-like fan, I see. Okay, Gadala, lose 1 turn, tough. Cup of Ace, oh no. Yeah, we won that! Ha! The first time we did. Oh, there's another one. Ah. Oh, it's self TK? Okay, it's self-decay. Wait, what? What? I'm so confused. Okay, it's not self-decay. It's just weird. Note it. I'm not counting this as a bot because the playing pace is obviously different and it's a different deck. And also I don't really want to count this as a bot because I already opened 5 bot packs and they are actually doing stuff. Yeah, whatever. Big shield god. Alright. This is certainly something else. We haven't summoned Bigger Bonga once this episode. We had chances, but never got to it. One of them we still won the duel because they surrender. I wonder what that could be. What a mystery. Come on. I mean, Cataroost has more attack. Whiptail. I could make Ashima and then make another 4. Do this, do this. Nope. Tough. Hostiles. And then make... Let's just make this guy. Utopia Rising. Then we make lightning. We can't forget that this one has 2900 defense right now. But I do kind of want to do damage. So let's actually summon... Oh my god, click the button. No, I'm not going to warning point the Gadala I summon on the side of the field. Nope. Then we can activate lightning, detach these two. Yeah, this doesn't work during the damage step, so that didn't trigger in this case. Also, I will count this as a normal duel because of the way they play, technically. But I will try to get another pick after this, because this, obviously, I mean... Yep, that's fine. Just trying to get the damage in. Oh, yeah, why would I do that? Yeah, I don't need to activate anything right now. We have Warning Point if they do something, we have Lose One Turn if they do something, Torrential if they do something, and MST if they have another spell of your card. Wait, what? Wait, okay. Yeah. Also, I just recently found out that I can actually dismantle the free packs we get, like from the 90 million stuff. So I might have to go back and look at the other free packs we got and dismantle those cards as well, just to not use them by accident. Yeah, let's open a pack. Yeah, let's just drag right into it and then try to get another one after. Melodious card. Eternity. Oh. Oh. Wait, actually, that's good. For our water deck. Okay. Oh! Oh my god! Target one fish monster on your grip of asset ring of the monster's person. Yo, that is insane. And Rogue of Endymion. That is insane. These two cards are obviously very nice. And when I finally crack out the water deck, it's going to be insane. But yeah, let's get one more pack for real this time. And if it's another duel like the one before, then so be it, I guess. Going first and having first seal is always nice, but again, we draw 3 non-monsters. Shadow Exploder is fine. We can survive until we get more types. That's neat, I guess, but oh no. Maybe I should really cut down on spell and traps and add more monsters, but they are not really spell and traps I really want to remove. Melody. Okay. Let's lose one turn first. I'd rather try to stop something that has more impact. I mean, obviously this has a lot of impact because they get drinks, but they also have Sage and Graveyard and stuff, so. And this might be True Light. Good job, dude. Yeah. Other cards you can come out with conflicts. Okay, so I need to get rid of this guy first. Which is a little annoying. Let's say monster. Maxi. Nice. That's fine. Wait, no. Oh, that's the wrong. Wait, no, this is... Yeah, it's Cybers. Oh my god, I thought it was a warrior for a second. Okay, as long as they don't normal summon a Blue Eyes, we should be fine. Well, actually, they can special summon a normal monster as well, and then I'm cooked, but... What? Okay. Ring it is. Um... No. I love the Book of Moon stopping Imperm strat. Very, very fond of that. So we have an active Eschatos and lose 1 turn. That's pretty good. Yeah, they couldn't do anything. Hell yes, finally won another Blue Eyes duel. Took so long, oh my god. Yeah, Book of Moon is just so good. Like, it has so many applications. Because getting Imperm there would have probably ended the game, because then they could just start a combo off. I mean, obviously we had still lose 1 turn on the field, but you know, the danger was still there. If they got rid of lose 1 turn, if they have Primite or something, can't risk it, so I'd rather book my own card to stop the Imperm for the effect to go through. And since I haven't changed the position of it, I could also flip it back up again, which is pretty good. So yeah, let's open the final pack of this episode and our legacy packs. We have like 17 of them. I'll see you in the packs. Okay, we have 16 legacy packs. We cannot open all 16 at the same time, but, well. Oh, wow. That is more than... Okay. We did get a Gem Knight. Anything else in here? A Light Swan. A Trooper might be neat. Maybe. I'm actually not sure. Breakthrough, but not breakthrough skill. Fire formation cards. Maybe for some niche stuff. But we have 6 more, so let's open these as well. It's been a long, long time since we got a UR from this, if we ever got one. But we get double SRs, I guess. Another Shadow card. Hound. Revoke Fusion. What? Interesting. Fusion Nutrient Z. Some really old cards in here. Yeah, but nothing in here. Nothing in the legacy packs, really. So let's open the final master pack of this episode. And here we have it. The master pack that will rule them all. Okay, well, we are not getting guaranteed SR. Second Kiss a Kill. Normal monsters support. Wait, what? One monster's normal summon face up. For all monsters on the field with less attack than a monster. Wait. That's actually not too bad. Huh? Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. Cool. We have the gates. Butcher Beast, another Gyarados, and Arcbrave Dragon. Wow. Considering how many cards are in this game, we really only get duplicates at this point. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing in this pack that I want to put in. Gyarados is kind of neat for the warrior deck, having a second one. Because we can just special summon these guys. Another Kiss Kill, but we don't really have anything to go into with them. And the rest, I mean, the return to the normal is kind of interesting. Since we can activate this on our opponent's turn and on our turn. But we would need to summon, well, our opponent needs to summon something big. And then the biggest thing still is on the field. So if anything, we need to summon something big. So I don't know. The application of this might be too small. I don't know. Anyway, this is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Didn't really get any cards worth using now. Even though we opened quite a few packs. But, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. You know, sometime you get 2 MSTs, 2 Book of Moons relatively close together. And sometimes you just open 10 packs and get nothing. But I think we are on the right way. We are almost Plat again. Took a little while longer this time, but, you know, we can do it again. Will we go beyond that? Probably not for quite a while, honestly. After Plat, it's just really... It's not even an uphill battle anymore. It's just, you know, trying to not fall. So yeah. Again, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed. I wish you a very nice day or night, afternoon, morning, whatever, whenever you are. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.